Come along and ride this train. Come along and ride this train. Across the mountains, prairies, reservations, rivers, levees, plains. Come along and ride this train. Ride this train. Ride this train with me to Pine Ridge, Mississippi. You see that levee over there? It's built to hold back the floodwaters of Old Man River when he gets on a rampage. And sometimes he gets on a rampage, believe me. You know how that levee was built, mister? It was not built with machines. It was built with elbow grease, muscle, and blood. And the toughest, dirtiest work was done with that line of men over there. You see them? The ones with the chains on their legs, the numbers on their backs, and the hope gone out of their faces. They rounded them up out of the jails, the alleys, the honky-tonks on a Saturday night. I was one of them. I don't hardly know how it happened to me. It happened so fast. I just remember I was in the Green Lantern in Natchez one Saturday night, and somebody pulled a knife, and somebody threw a bottle, and the next thing I knew I had irons on my legs and a shovel in my hand. Lord have mercy. It seemed like the whole world come down on me. But if you complained about something, the boss man would just laugh in your face and give you a little taste of old Black Betty. Old Black Betty's a 6-foot rawhide whip that he carries on his saddle horn, and it'll cut the blood out of you. Hey, bring a drink of water, Leroy. Bring a drink of water, no. If I could get to the Mercy Man, he'd give me some, I know. I got a gal in Vicksburg, Bertha is her name. God, I wish I was tied to Bertha instead of this ball and chain. I'm going to Memphis, yeah. A dude took all my money. He wouldn't let me see the card. I owe the boss about 100 years for sleeping in his backyard. I'm going to Memphis, yeah, Memphis, Like a bitter weed, I'm a bad seed, but when that levee's through, and I am too, let the honky-tonk roll on. Come on and I'll be gone. I'm going to Memphis, yeah, Memphis. The walking boss. He's a trustee. He got a new Winchester rifle. Said he ain't used it but once. And the way he goes about polishing and pointing it, like you can feel he's itching to use it again. And the warden, he told the walking boss, he said, walking boss, boy, you just shoot yourself 2 escaping men and you'll get yourself a parole. Now, sometimes that boss pretends like he ain't watching you, hoping you'll make a run for it. But he's watching all right, and he's just hoping you'll give him a good look at your back, right down the sights of that new Winchester rifle. I never been to Chicago, but it must be a mighty fine place. I couldn't get past Tennessee with Mississippi all over my face. I'm going to Memphis, yeah. Well, the freezing ground at night is my own folding bed. Poke salad is my bread and meat, and it will be till I'm dead. I'm going to Memphis. Like a bitter weed, I'm a bad seed, but when that levee's through, and I am too, let the honky-tonk roll on. Come on and I'll be gone. I'm going to Memphis. Yeah, Memphis. Hey, they brought in a new kid last night. Just a punk kid. But he run off at daybreak. They got the dogs after him. You could hear them bloodhounds howling, bellowing all down along the river. I don't know what happened to him. I ain't really heard yet, but when the guards and the dog man come back about 2 hours later, they're just laughing and joking about something. The dogs is acting real nervous and excited like. And I don't know, but it looked to me like it was blood stains I saw on a dog's mouth. On this old rock pile with a ball and chain, got to call me by a number, not a name. Lord, 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 gotta do my time. I gotta do my time with an aching heart, wanting that gal of mine. When that old judge looked down and smiled, said, I put you on that chain gang for a while. Lord, 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 gotta do my time. I gotta do my time with an aching heart, wanting that gal of mine. Now that gal of mine's gone to Memphis. Hey, keeping her was too hard. I got no tobacco, but her dress cost $1 a yard. I brought me a little water in a Mr. Prince Albert can, but the boss man caught me drinking it, and I believe he broke my hand. I'm going to Memphis, yeah, Memphis. Like a bitter weed, I'm a bad seed, but when that levee's through, and I am too, let the honky-tonk roll on. Come on and I'll be gone. I'm going to Memphis, yeah, Memphis. Did you ever see a man work to death? Whipped and drove like a mule under a blistering 100-degree sun. You know how he goes? First he gets a kind of a mad, crazy look in his eyes. You know what I mean? Like he sees something that a natural man can't ever see. The next thing you know, he has gone plumb crazy, chopping and smashing rock with his hammer like some fever caught his brain. And when he drops, you know that his body is just plain worn out. I've seen it. The boss man just looks on, his shotgun resting across the pommel of his saddle, and them tobacco-stained teeth of his are grinning like the damn devil himself. And I'll tell you something. You think things like this don't happen in this country now? Well, it does. Just morning before last, some of the men couldn't take it no longer. So down in the quarry, when the guard wasn't watching, 6 of them stuffed rags in their mouth to keep from screaming, and then they took a 10-pound hammer and broke each other's legs. They got out of work all right, and now they're in the hole on bread and water. And God, at night you can hear them moan. Ooh. It's almost enough to make a man give a damn. Another man done gone. Another man done gone, another man done gone, another man done gone. He had a long chain on.
He had a long chain on.
He had a long chain on. He had a long chain on. I didn't know his name.
I didn't know his name.
I didn't know his name. Another man done gone. Yeah, another boy is down. The shovel burned him out. Let me stand on his body to see what the shouting's about. And they all call me crazy for sassing Mr. Scott. My brother was killed for a deed I did, but I disremember what. I'm going to Memphis. Yeah, I'm going to Memphis. Like a bitter weed, I'm a bad seed. But when that levee's through, and I am too, let the honky-tonk roll on. Come on and I'll be gone. I'm going to Memphis. Yeah, I'm going to Memphis. Uh-huh.